But welcome back, everyone, to the Season of Ghosts. In our last session, our humble group of hometown heroes spoke with Granny Who, the leader of the Northridge faction here in Willowshore, who has taken refuge at the Sibadue Exchange, along with anyone who could flee that far east and not be attacked. Learning about the situation on her end, things did not seem nearly as dour, at least in the outlying regions around downtown. The heavy destruction that you saw all around South Bank hasn't quite been wrought. However, you were warned that downtown itself, that's a place to be concerned about. That is where the vast majority of monsters are very likely concentrated still. You also learned the name of who you believe to be leading the monsters. The name Modo Q was what popped up, and whether they are a human wielding occult magic or some sort of humanoid yokai is ill understood at this point in time. But you do know that the chance is there, and you have an idea that they're somewhere in the downtown area. Continuing to speak with Granny Who, you let her know about your escapades and making it over Woodraft Lake to get to her, and she was able to confirm that the statue at the bottom of the lake belongs to the Lady of Calamities, Lady Nanbyo. However, because of the strangeness of the water around the statue, as well as the spirits inhabiting it, she refused to lend you all any boats with which you could return to South Bank and more easily light the Eternal Lantern. So if you wish to return to South Bank, your only real choices at this point are to try and cross the dam, which I think everyone is aware is probably an extremely foolish decision, or come up behind the Busso on Dawnstead Bridge, which you did pick up some Dreamtime tea from Dr. Dami, so theoretically, you can try and convince that creature to drink and fall unconscious, which might make either just relighting the lantern or even killing it much, much easier on yourselves. As you made your way towards, before you went downtown, there we had a lovely little family reunion between Kuromori and his mother, who had thankfully managed to escape to the trade office and let you all know that Kuromori's little sister, as well as two of his good friends, had been up at the Mushroom House on the night of the celebration before the first day of summer. And when you went to find them, they had been trapped by Jinkin shenanigans, is all I can really say, but deadly shenanigans. Thankfully, you managed to disable them, lead the three of them to safety, reunite Rina with her mother, and learn that your father, Kuromori, is very likely trapped at the barracks, potentially, as many of the soldiers who were in that area have not been seen or heard from. So, if they are still alive, that is likely where they are. Fingers crossed for that, though.
Yep.
That's when you all decided to head downtown. And on your way there, as you neared Mercantile Street, you could hear that same sort of heavy clattering and singing as well in the distance that you heard last night and into the morning every now and then. Deciding to wait and see exactly what was the cause of it as it approached, you found a seeming parade of likely dozens of people's cookware flying through the air, animated, led by a talking butcher's apron, calling itself the Grey Butcher, and describing it as one of the three rulers of Willowshore at this point, alongside Modo Q and Gurgle Gut. negotiations relatively quickly broke down. The fight began, and thankfully, you all managed to stop the swarm of cutlery before anyone could approach too close to death's door. That is where we pick the session back up today, as you guys have just destroyed the last piece of cookware, it falling to the ground broken into pieces. You'll notice that there is fog on the map now because I was a fool and forgot to have it on last session. But I do have it for today to represent pretty accurately the situation as the fog is present during daylight hours.
Oh, that was a tough fight. Everyone all right?
For the
Yep.
most part.
Good
We'll
thing we could have
survive.
handled that heat.
Looks like we've been scratched here and there.
We should duck down one of these side alleys and tend to our injuries.
I agree.
Where'd the tree go?
Buckthorn is here.
Yeah, I know, I'm kidding.
Taking a semi-smoke break in the ethereal plane, reaching his hand out every now and then to throw berries at you, when necessary.
Yeah, need those berries. Buckthorn.
I believe a couple people are immune to it for the moment.
Me and Gaius.
Yeah, but Ko, Cyan, and Buckthorn can all benefit from a berry here.
But more importantly, I need to do treat wounds to get rid of our wounded conditions.
Yes. Ko, that 2 healing is for you.
Okay, Gaius.
Cyan, that 3 is for you. And
That's all I
Buckthorn will
need.
hear 3 as well. Yeah. And Kuramori, you just want to take a bit of time to start healing everyone up?
Yeah, I want 20 minutes to do at least on me and Gaius. So this
Sure.
is for Gaius.
Okay.
8. More importantly, I'll get rid of his wounded condition.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will treat wounds myself.
Very nice.
Nice.
Fully heal me.
All right. And Gaius, don't forget to heal that 8. And we can give out 2 more berries to everyone during that time period. I'm just going to roll once. So I'll roll twice, and you guys can heal each of those once, instead of doing a whole bunch of dice rolls. So 3 health and 5 health. So 8 health back to everyone as well, who needs it over that 20 minutes or so. Does that bring everyone to full? Nice.
Yeah. And I'll probably bring Buck to... I'll probably heal Buck to full as well.
Oh, yes, I should apply that healing to him, shouldn't I? Cyan and Ko, as Kuramori is taking some time to tend to his and Gaius's injuries, what do the 2 of you do?
Yeah, probably just discussing. The Grey Butcher mentioned they were the owners. Modokyu was one of them. We've already heard from Granny Who, and there was... what was it? Gurgle-Gut?
Gurgle-Gut.
There's probably more of them hanging around here. Kuramori, how far is the barracks from here?
Barracks? That's a good question.
If you want to get into the barracks, which are in the heart of downtown, one, you'd have to pass by your house.
Yeah.
Honestly, not too far. Are you following the roads? Probably about 1,200 feet. So assuming you guys are doing exploration actions still.
Yeah.
I really should just have travel time marked.
We haven't crossed that bridge yet, right? That small one.
No, you have not. And I can bring everyone back to the Willowshore map at this point if you don't want to stick around there.
Yeah, I just refocus while he was healing everybody.
Yeah, it would be about a 10-minute walk to get into central downtown.
Would I be able to recall knowledge on those two names if we heard it in passing at some point?
I will give you a recall knowledge on Gurglegut. You guys try to recall knowledge as if I recall on Modokyu already.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, this was for Gurglegut.
Yeah, I'll absolutely allow it on Gurglegut.
I'll do that too.
No reason not to.
Yeah, might as well.
Make sure I don't have anyone targeted. Gaius and Cyan. The two of you have not heard the name Gurglegut before. But going off of the fact that Grey Butcher was talking about who was leading the town, I don't think it would be far of a stretch to assume that the Buso on a throne on Dawnstead Bridge, considering it seemed to have Jenkins under its command in some form or another, that would be a fitting name for a Buso. So, please don't I
die.
was just thinking that.
Sorry.
Gurglegut could very well be the Buso's name.
My body forgot how to drink.
That's not good.
That makes sense. Oh, we're actually near the dam.
You are.
We briefly thought about it and realized all of our acrobatics really suck.
Yeah.
Is the barracks on this side of the river, or is it on the south side?
I think it was here.
Barracks are right around over there. I
So
should...
we have to
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
cross the small bridge. I was just gonna say we have to cross this
Yeah.
small bridge first.
Crossing a bridge does not count as entering water. I'll just make that clear.
Good
Is
to know.
that
Unless
The
the,
street-
bridge breaks and you fall in.
True.
Shh.
Never know. The street where we're at, was that the Mercantile Street? Jericho?
No, Mercantile
Okay.
Street's a bit further ahead. That's where you guys
Okay.
sort of heard the sound, and instead of approaching it, decided to wait for it to get to you.
Mm. Got it.
Well, then maybe we should push on this road to the barracks.
Yeah.
Before you
All
push on, Kuromori,
Yes.
can you give me a perception check, please? Your passive perception is high enough to potentially notice something.
No.
Fantastic. As you guys are collecting yourselves and you finish up healing everyone, you do notice the apron that the Grey Butcher is whatever, had pockets, and those pockets do not appear to be empty from where you are. There are slight bulges in them. That is not destroyed cookware underneath. They are very likely full.
Oh. What do we have here? Empty those pockets.
The one time we don't immediately loot.
I know.
I double clicked on the corpse, but nothing came up. So it's like,
Because I don't necessarily have things in... And please, I don't necessarily have things in corpses. Please just
Oh,
tell
okay.
me if you're searching instead of clicking on corpses. There's an odd time where I might have forgotten to mystify items they have. I'm better at it
Okay.
nowadays, but just to ask me when you're looting, because it won't always just be on the corpse. Because there is a number of things in this guy's pockets. First and foremost is what appears to be a pretty nicely crafted dagger in a sort of silk-wrapped leather sheath. The sheath itself looks like it's probably worth a couple gold pieces on its own.
and a quick glance at the dagger shows that the guard of it has a rune engraved upon it, and the blade itself appears alloyed with a small amount of precious metal.
Fancy.
There
Cold
are...
iron?
Oh, sorry.
I just wondering if that's cold iron.
Perhaps?
Oh, and I guess while we were healing, I would like to emblazon the Pharasma sigil on my tabard.
Absolutely. Now that you can do that,
Oh, does that take time?
I believe it takes a small amount of time to emblazon.
It's 10 minutes.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, I didn't realize it took 10 minutes.
And it lasts for a year, which is the amount of time this campaign ostensibly takes. So that's perfect. You don't ever have to worry about re-emblazoning it. There are 2 small, probably fluorite crystals that are glowing ever so slightly in the pouch as well, or in the pockets. There are small opal pendants bound in silver, and you can see tiny arcane runes engraved along the silver as well. And the pockets also have 2 vials of a sort of gray oil that's pretty viscous to look at. Shaking the vial, it moves a lot slower and almost heavier than you would imagine a regular liquid like water to. So all of these are items you could take time to try and identify if you would like. They are in the party stash now as well.
And what would we need to identify them?
Does anyone have an alchemy toolkit on their person?
I do not.
Okay. Thankfully, that would not matter because none of these items are alchemical in nature. They are all magical. So, realistically, if you guys want to take time to identify them, it would just be a general recall knowledge roll that you're making. It falls under the identify magic action, but there's no button for that, so you just use recall knowledge.
All right. I will try
Okay.
to do the liquid here.
Okay. Are you guys all comfortable taking a few minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd take a look at the runic alloy dagger.
Go for it. And if you fail the roll on the item, you cannot attempt to identify it until tomorrow, but that doesn't stop other people from trying to identify it. And Gaius, taking that 10 minutes or so, looking over these oils, tasting them ever so slightly, they're bland. It's like if you licked parchment. But you are, through the small amount of testing you do, you are unable to figure out what those oils might be. Scion, on the other hand, taking a look at the dagger, these are pretty common things. While you might not have wielded a weapon with it before, you've seen it's the most common of fundamental runes a weapon could have, a minor potency rune. And you also pretty quickly, from your reading, recognize the metal as silver alloying the dagger. So it is effectively a +1 silver dagger. Anyone else want to try and identify anything during that 10 minutes?
It'll
What's
be all the
left?
glowing crystals and the opal pendant, right?
I'll try the crystals.
Sounds good.
Okay. And I'll try the opal pendant, so we're all doing different stuff at the same time.
Nice.
Recall knowledge. It uses crafting, right?
These are magical, so they would use any of your magic skills. Arcana, religion,
Oh.
nature, occultism.
Oh no. Okay.
So,
Nature, huh?
you were looking at the crystal, correct?
Yeah.
You've got no clue what they are. I'm sorry to tell you. You take a look at it, and dang, they're neat. They glow, but Past
They're just
that,
night lights. Throw them away. No, I'm kidding.
pretty much. They're almost little fragments of crystal more so than an actual stone. They're really super small, and maybe you're missing something, but you're not sure what they do.
Okay.
Kuromori, on the other hand, you do manage to identify the opal pendants. These are mesmerizing opal, a type of talisman that you can affix to your armor, and when you attempt to feint, you can free action activate it before you roll, and make it that if you crit fail, you only regular fail instead, or if you succeed, you crit succeed.
Oh.
So they're consumable items, potentially buffs to your deception checks to feint. You guys do need a repair kit to attach these, but I believe you guys have one from your time repairing the boats.
Yes.
So that
So-
should be no issue for you.
Talismans are one-time use items.
Yes. And it takes about 10 minutes to affix it.
I see.
You can only ever have one affixed at a time.
All right. The oil.
Yeah? You guys want to spend another 10 minutes trying to identify the remaining items? You're more than welcome to.
Sure. I'll try the crystal.
Okay.
I'll try the oil.
All right.
Which one was Ko looking at?
The
Ko's looking at the
crystal.
oil.
The
he was
one I
looking at the
failed
crystal.
one was the
Oh,
crystal.
yes, you failed the crystal, so you're looking at the oil now.
Yeah.
Uh,
And you
which
failed
one?
the oils.
Yeah. So which ones haven't been identified?
The small glowing crystals and the viscous gray oils.
Okay.
There's
I
two
guess
of
I'll
each.
look over the crystal too.
All right. Fantastic. Kuromori Ko and Gaius, you each, having failed your initial items that you were trying to identify, just kind of swap them between each other and just immediately point out the mistakes the other person made in identifying them. You recognize these other items like that. The crystals are potency crystals. They are also talismans, but affixed to a weapon. You can free action activate it before rolling to attack, and it makes your weapon a +1 striking weapon until the end of the turn. So
Very
one-time
nice.
use, but can be really, really helpful for a turn. And the oils, Ko, you recognize as oils of potency. Very similar to those potency crystals, however, they are applied to a weapon or armor with a single interact action. And the +1 striking or +1 resilient buff lasts for a whole minute on them.
Oh, okay.
Those you would more activate at the start of combat to get the buff, and it should last the entire encounter unless you're doing something horrendously wrong.
I have one of those in my inventory too.
Perfect. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's why you identified it so easily. Look at that. I missed
Hey,
you
I
out.
realize
That is
this.
on me. You should have known what it was automatically because of that. My apologies.
Do we know if Fae are weak to silver? Or is it just cold iron?
Give me a recall knowledge roll.
For which one?
We have a silver dagger, so I'm wondering if Fae are weak to silver.
Would I be able to roll esoteric for that one?
I would allow esoteric lore on that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Gaius, you have not heard of Fae that are weak to silver before. Cold iron is what you would pick up and use if you're trying to kill a Fae. Both you and Kuromori would know silver is typically going to be more for certain fiends and maybe
Right.
werewolf type creatures. And
Perhaps
sometimes they'll
Oni,
be directly
maybe.
weak to it, sometimes it'll bypass a resistance that they have. Kind of creature dependent.
Does anyone want the dagger?
I don't need that. You can keep
I
that for
could
yourself.
replace my current dagger, I guess.
That too works.
Yeah, this seems like an upgrade.
Alright, I will take the silver dagger.
You guys
However, I
can.
think when we have downtime, we should probably just take the.
Yeah.
Take the rune off, put on. Yeah.
You could do that
Put it
at
on.
any point with a day of work.
Yeah.
And a small cash influx. Just a minor expenditure, you know?
I will stow the other dagger.
All right. You're approaching about 9:30 in the morning by the time you guys rested up from the fight and have taken the time to go over each of these pieces of equipment to figure out what all they do. So, still relatively early in the day.
Okay.
Oh, shall we proceed then?
Right. Do you want to go to your attempt, at least, to go to your house, Kormori?
It's not far off the road. It wouldn't hurt.
All right.
I can collect my cold iron chunk.
Hot dog.
Woohoo.
All right. If you guys want to begin making your way there, you may. If anyone has a roll to do for their exploration actions, like seeking or avoiding notice, please make that now.
Yes.
I will do the seek.
Okay.
We'll do the stealth.
And then while I'm walking, does my sigil start to glow at any point?
Oh, you gotta remind me what your sigil does.
Any undead within 100 feet will activate the
Ooh.
sigil.
Ooh.
I think you're glowing blue all the time.
Yeah, we'll see.
An undead creature or captive soul is within 100 feet of this object. Okay. And can you just remind me what you've emblazoned that sigil on?
My tabard.
Okay, perfect. If it is hiding or hidden, it must make a stealth check versus your perception DC. Awesome. That is important to know. Okay, and your perception DC is 16. Fantastic. Awesome. Your sigil does not begin to glow as you guys travel. When Kuromori gets on about 2/3 of the way across the bridge, where is everyone else?
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
close
usual
by.
spot at the very back, I
Sure.
guess.
So let me ask it a different way. Were you guys all on the bridge at the same time, or were you attempting to cross one at a time?
I
How?
probably
Yes,
wouldn't have
it's-
thought anything of it and just walked just
Unless
straight
the
on
bridge
it.
appears rickety, I think we would all. Just...
No, it's a really solid quality wooden bridge here.
Yeah, I don't think we would have thought to
Yeah.
cross one at a time.
Fantastic. I love it.
Oh no, it's gonna rot
Yep.
immediately underneath our feet.
Sorry, I forgot metagaming. We all stood
two.
on one.
Anyone wants to give me a will save, please?
Oh man.
Oops, sorry. Why
Fantastic.
did I click that?
Oh,
Ooh.
there.
Hey, love to see that go.
No, my mind.
As you all get a little over halfway across the bridge, just focusing on what you know is upcoming in downtown. You don't notice the wood begin to crack and split under your feet until it is too late. And rotting, ghostly hands, similar to the ones you encountered in the water of the lake, but almost a bit more corporeal in appearance, burst up through the wood and begin to claw at your legs, not necessarily grabbing you and trying to drag you down, just long nails that scratch and claw at any exposed flesh they can get their hands on. Everyone will take full damage here, aside from Ko, who will take half damage.
Oh,
15
Yeah,
slashing damage.
I was thinking maybe we should avoid the bridge.
No.
Why didn't I listen to myself? Just like, no, maybe
On
it's not
top
the
of
bridge.
that damage, you all begin to bleed. Which, Ko, you will additionally take half of this bleed damage, but the rest of you are taking a full, hefty amount of bleeding, almost unnaturally so, as hot, fresh blood begins to just gush out of your wounds, pour down onto the wooden bridge, through that split gaps where the arms have come out and into the water. I need everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
Oh,
2d6
boy.
bleed. Oh.
Yeah, it's a hefty amount of bleed.
gosh. Is this stealth since I was avoiding notice?
Stealth for
during-
you, Cyan.
Wait, how do I take no damage?
Hmm?
Oh, is it? Oh, because it's going to be at the end.
Yes, yeah, you don't take any damage immediately. It just happens at the end of your turns.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I forgot to. add.
Cyan and Kuromori, don't forget to grab that bleed damage on yourselves.
Where is it?
In chat. It's damage.
Oh, you just took damage on that?
Yeah.
Ew.
It just
I see.
applies it immediately. Isn't it so nice?
Oh.
You all notice as well, as you are bleeding heavily, your legs are savaged below the knees. You've all got a pretty hefty speed penalty at the moment. 10 feet reduction in your speed at the moment.
How close are we to the edge of the bridge? Or
I'm
the
going to move
side?
some tokens real quick just to measure it a little accurately.
So we were 2/3 across, or
Yeah, I'd say you're roughly 25 feet away, 25 to 30 feet away from the edge of the bridge on one side, and then like 40, 50 feet from the other side that you just came from. So you're really not too far from the edge. Probably with 2 move actions, you'd be able to get off the bridge.
am I also slowed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. This penalty will last until you are back to full health, once you no longer have any wounds from this event. Kuromori, you're up first as this occurs.
I'll take that first move
Okay,
of 15 feet.
sounds good.
And I'm assuming I'm on the assumption this is a form of haunt. I would like to use a religion roll to try and end whatever is affecting us.
Sure, you want to try and disable it?
Yeah, try to disable it.
Go for it.
Religion. Where? There it is.
Yeah, assuming these are haunts, you know an exorcism will typically work pretty well. So,
Yep.
grasping your holy symbol and just focusing, a pulsing wave of divine energy begins to slowly spread out from you along the floorboards of the bridge. I realize bridges don't have floorboards, but whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And the hands and the destroyed wood peels away,
Thank you, Sekiro.
just rolling back and vanishing as if it never existed. The bridge is perfectly fine. We
But
are
our
going to
wounds.
slightly continue an initiative here because you are bleeding pretty heavily still. The wounds remain.
Yeah.
You might have
I
noticed
figured.
it was a will save. That was all illusory.
Yeah. that disable is a 2-action.
You are out of actions for your turn.
Yeah.
So
Oh
at
boy.
the end of
Don't
your
roll
turn,
box stars. God damn it!
Kuramori, this pulsing divine energy spreads from him, and as if it drains the life from him, he immediately collapses as well. Gaius, we're up to you.
I will go ahead. I'm currently adding it to my familiar here, but I will summon my familiar. He kind of like appears from my like neck now, and I will spend 2 actions for restorative familiar,
Sounds good. Get that healing.
and it is a D8 plus half my level, right?
It should be just
Oh.
D8 times
Oh,
half
a
your
D8
level.
times half.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just a D8 for right now.
I just grabbed it for you.
Yeah, because I have 4 slots now, and then the other one's tattoo transformation.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I'll imagine you didn't have him in a tattoo form then, because it does take, I believe, a minute to switch between forms. Unless they've switched that.
What was it, the mark? Is
Yeah,
the mark one the
transforming
same
into
one?
a tattoo or back to your familiar form is a 1-minute activity. So,
Okay, it's probably the same for the mark one too.
probably, yeah.
Alright.
We'll just assume
Then I'll
Alki
just
was not in tattoo form.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a good roll.
That is. Oh.
Don't heal Alki.
I mean, now you'll have definitely more times to attempt to kill the familiar.
Right? And that leaves you with 2 actions left, because commanding your familiar is only 1.
No, this one specifically takes two actions for restorative.
It takes... The familiar can use 2 actions. When you command your familiar, it gives it 2 actions. And you only have to use 1 action to command when it's a
did I
companion.
misread that?
Commanding minions is slightly different than the regular command an animal, where you use 1 action to give them 2. That is why having a minion is better than just regular commanding animals out in the field.
Oh, I forgot to roll a recovery check. I'm dumb.
Kurumor, you don't have to roll one yet. Because you went down at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
You roll recovery checks at the top of your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll just ignore that.
Take that failure back.
Oh, is it at the top for that?
Recovery checks are at the top of your
end.
turn. Because that way, if you come back to consciousness, you can still take your turn.
Oh.
Unless I've been reading it wrong for years. Which
Are you
is
talking about
entirely
recovery, or are you talking about... You're talking about the bleed damage, Kuramori?
Yeah,
that
when you're dying at the start of each of your turns, you must attempt a flat check.
Oh. Shit,
they're talking about the recovery check on the bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I see what you're talking about.
It's automatic when
That's
you pass your
automatically.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
is it?
failed that earlier, yeah.
Yeah, it is. I have it set up to apply the damage and roll the check automatically.
Oh, okay.
My bad for misunderstanding. I'm stupid.
Did it add my spell?
Well, I too am stupid, so we'll just ignore that roll. It never happened.
That's what the delete button is for. I learned a very funny ruling this last weekend on how mounts work, and I hate it. You only count as taking up your mount's entire space when attacking, not when you're being attacked, and I think that's stupid.
I guess that will be my turn because I can't really do much of anything else.
You don't wanna move at all?
Oh yeah, I guess I will.
Or you can attempt to staunch the bleeding on yourself if you would like.
What
are you trained in medicine at all?
I am not.
Ah, that might be a bit harder then. I think you still
I can try?
attempt it. Yeah. Because it's more so as long as you, like, do you have cloth or something on yourself that you could use too?
Oh, I might actually have. I have rope.
I'd allow that to work. Yeah. It's a 2-action ability. Oh, you have to be wearing or holding a healer's toolkit to do it.
I do not have that.
Who has the
So
healer's toolkit in the party?
I do.
Ah, good.
He does.
Run over to the
I
dying guy.
will-
You'll be fine.
yeah, I'll run on over and I guess because he's on the bridge too, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you can get to him
also
with
on the
one
bridge.
action.
I
But it is.
will pick him up
Okay.
as the second action.
Sure.
So
So,
I'll start to carry him off of the bridge.
well, he moved forward, so you can use one action to move him and then grab him with your last action if you'd like.
Yeah, but that's my intent is to drag him off of the
Right.
bridge.
You've got him in your hands. You guys are like 10 feet from the edge of the bridge at this point. So you're pretty close, but you can't quite get there this round. So I hope you're ready to bleed out. Oh, good. 8 damage to you. And you do not recover from it. Ko, anything you've got?
Oh boy. So that's 2 move actions to get off the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll move next to Kuro and Gaius, and I will cast a 1-action heal on Kuromori.
Okay. Get him awake.
Yeah, at least get him awake, although the bleeding could just knock him back down again. But
Yeah, I don't know if it's really worth doing one action.
I guess I could just do a 2-action heal then. Hopefully get him to full. What's your full?
My full is I forgot. 24. So probably not.
Wow.
You guys are level 2 now. You've got more hit points.
Yay.
That's why I
You
can
got
pull
half
shenanigans
by-
like this.
Yeah.
So it'll be a D8 plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll get up next to Kuromori and I'll cast a 2-action heal on Zion then, because I'm worried he's going to go down at the end of his turn.
Fair.
So we'll target Zion instead.
Thank you.
Here you go. Oh my god.
Only 9 health back to you, Cyan.
Every bit helps.
Alright, so I'm not off the bridge yet.
You guys are all near the edge, but at the same time, there's no spirits or anything remaining on the bridge. You think you're safe, relatively.
1 level 1 spell left for the day. Alright.
That's only going to be 1 damage to you. Go. From the bleed.
The half is rounded up, I assume.
Well, 1 is the minimum you
Oh,
can
yeah.
take.
Okay.
So you don't have to deal damage there, it's done automatically to you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's automated with the persistent damage. As long as you've got the effect on you, it'll deal the damage and roll the recovery check. It's very nice. Cyan, that comes to you.
Alright. No more threats, right? As
Not
far
that
as
you
we
can
know.
tell. You can make
How
sneak
do we
actions if you want to look for them.
No. How do we stop the bleeding?
Once you hit full health, you will naturally stop bleeding. You can also perform assisted recovery on someone, which is a version of You can administer first aid on someone with a healer's toolkit, which is 2-action medicine
Right.
check.
Oh
to
yeah,
just stop the
there's a
bleed.
macro for it. Nice.
And
And Kuromori's still bleeding.
Oh yeah.
yes, everyone is still bleeding.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna
It
move
is.
to.
Okay, I was wrong about this, Gaius. I apologize. There is a effectively 2-action thing you can do to try and end the persistent damage called assisted recovery. Which, that is why I was asking if you had cloth and you said you have rope. That is something I would allow you to make another check to recover from your bleed.
Okay, I can do it next turn.
Okay. And if you have a particular effective source of it, it will reduce the DC, but it effectively is just 2 actions to allow you a flat check before the end of your turn.
Okay.
I apologize. It's in a different section. That's why I keep missing it. Sorry, Cyan, I'm interrupting.
Oh, no worries. I was gonna go. I don't know how many moves this is. I was gonna go to Kuromori, get his healer's
Yeah.
kit, and administer first aid on him.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you could do all of that with 1 turn, 1 move action up. Kuromori, your healer's toolkit, I imagine, is like worn on you and it's in a relatively accessible position.
Yeah, it's on like a band leader.
Yeah, anyone could use it while he's unconscious. So
Yep.
you can just get up to him and start using what he's got right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it and try to stop his bleeding.
Sure, go for it. So that is going to be a medicine check. The DC you're trying to beat is 17.
Oh, that's so high. And
I
this,
wasn't
I could
unconscious.
technically tell you that, but meh.
yep. Yeah, probably. I hope I don't critically fail.
That would be unfortunate.
All right.
Oh, yeah, don't
If you
critically
crit
fail.
fails.
17.
Exact success. Kuromori, you may stop your bleeding effect.
Oh, nice.
As Cyan approaches and just very quickly bandages your legs. You're still heavily injured and unconscious and bleeding out, but you're not currently bleeding anymore. So if you wake up, you don't have to worry about it.
Just trying to remember what my uncle taught me for these circumstances.
And only 4 damage is done to you, Cyan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Then Kuromori, now I need a recovery check to wake up. Why are they both called recovery checks?
I don't know.
That's silly.
No! I'll use a hero point on that.
Well, before you use a hero point to re-roll that, you have options. You can either take it and go to Dying 3 and gain a hero point, use a hero point to re-roll that, or you can spend all of your hero points to wake up at 1 hit point with your entire turn ahead of you.
That's a good point. All right, I'll accept that critical failure for now.
Oh, okay then.
And hopefully I will not fail again.
Right? Dying 3. But hey, 3 hero points. Wahoo.
Try to bank them all.
Use them when needed. Then you do not get a turn, unfortunately, and Gaius, that brings us to you. The bleeding on Kuromori has been stopped, but he is looking in extraordinarily bad shape.
You are muted if you're talking.
Thank you. If I do command familiar, it's 1 action for 2 familiar actions, right?
Correct.
Would I be able to do command familiar multiple times in a turn?
No. Technically, yes. Minions can never take more than 2 actions on your turn, though.
Okay.
That is the trade-off. There are some feats that allow you to use 2 actions to give your minion 3, but as is, they can only ever take 2 actions.
Let's see here. It's to only heal me. Well, I will command him to get back to me.
Okay. We can imagine he was, like, wrapped around your arm. I'm fine with, unless you want otherwise, him just being on you so he stays with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, if that's the case, I will do the healing again.
You can only do that once per day, if I recall correctly.
Oh, it is once per day.
Yeah.
Then I will move Kermurray off of the bridge
Sounds
and set
good.
him down.
What is your movement speed? Yeah, I'd say you've got just enough to get the two of you off the bridge with a single stride action.
All right. Dropping doesn't do any damage, correct?
Unless you're tossing him up in the air so he's more than 5 feet up.
No, I will just drop him for the free
Yeah,
action.
he's fine.
And then I'll try to. Oh wait, no, I gotta pull the rope out. I will spend the action, pull the rope out, and kind of get ready.
I'll say you can do it all as those two actions, pulling out and
All right.
using the rope to assisted recovery. I'm not going to be that stingy on your action economy here.
What is
So
where's
you're
the
just
roll
making
for
another
that?
flat check here, just a flat d20 roll. I'm going to say the rope isn't. I'd say it's pretty good. You can use it to make a quick little tourniquet. I'll say that's effective enough recovery to lower your DC to 10.
All right. Let's roll.
Oh!
Oh wait, rock. Whatever. Still.
Hey, I mean, that's a free hero point for you.
Yep, I will take it.
And crit failing doesn't do anything here, so...
I'll take it, and hopefully I don't take 11 points of bleed here.
Well, let's find out. Only 8.
It has consistently done 8 to me.
Ko, that brings us to you.
I'm imagining the entire party looking at Buckthorn like puppies at feeding time.
Berries.
Buckthorn will pop his head out of the ethereal plane at the worst time once all this is over.
Kermoray's about to die. Gaius is about to go down. I mean, I could blow a 3-action heal to hopefully keep everyone up and wake Kuro up so he can heal himself before the end of the turn.
I just need to wake up. Like if you heal even 1 hit point to me, I'm safe.
Yeah, I'm just not. Other than my heal spell, I'm not good at healing. So. Yeah, I'm gonna blow my last spell for the day, and it's gonna be a 3-action heal.
Okay, this will affect everyone.
Thanks, Ko.
I want to see what
8
happens if you
plus
place the
1,
emanation on this map.
There you go.
You little
Hey!
tiny thing.
There, we all
7
get
health to everyone.
7 back.
Oh, dangerous sorcery. Neat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dangerous sorcery effects. Well, that might just affect the damage to
It's
if undead
it's
is
if it
around.
deals damage and doesn't have a duration, so technically
gonna
you
kill
shouldn't
me.
get it.
Oh,
But I don't care enough to enforce that, so you guys will get it.
I'm 1 hit point away from full. Damn it.
Oh no!
Uh,
If it
It
makes you
briefly
feel any
killed me.
better, you're technically 2 hit points away from full. It probably
and
doesn't,
that's-
but
I'm still on the bridge. That's my entire turn.
All
and
right.
I will pass and hopefully roll a recovery check successfully.
here's hoping. Well, you take 1 more damage and do succeed your recovery check.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
well, hey,
Alright.
that's just effectively your health is where it should be from the dangerous sorcery. I see 0 problems here. Cyan, that brings us to you. Everyone is conscious. Only you and Gaius are still bleeding.
All right. Oh, Gaius is still bleeding.
Gaius is still bleeding, yes.
Oh, What did he do with the rope then?
He attempted to perform assisted recovery on himself and rolled a nat one.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay.
I
He might
can't
have made it
tie this
worse.
knot. I can't. This knot is hard to tie.
Oh, can I help him with that?
Yeah, you want to give him the assisted recovery?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take you one action to move to him because he did drag
Yep.
Kuromori off the bridge.
I'll move to him and then help him out with
Absolutely.
that
And
rope
since
trick.
you're next to Kuromori, who has the healer's toolkit again, so you can either perform assisted recovery, which will just be a DC 10 flat check, or you could attempt to administer first aid to stop his bleeding, which is going to be that DC 17 medicine check.
Oh, I'll do the healer's kit then.
Okay.
And sorry, what roll do I do?
Medicine. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah?
You need higher on the die. Because don't you only have a +4 to your medicine?
I do.
So-
Oh, I thought it was DC 10.
It'll be DC 10 if you're doing the flat check, because that is just rolling another flat check. When you're administering first aid, you're rolling medicine versus whatever effect caused the bleed in the first place. And that is a DC 17 medicine check in this case.
Oh, sorry. I think I misunderstood. So what do I do to just do a DC 10 check?
Yeah, you can just roll a d20 and you're trying to roll a 10 or better.
Okay. I'll do that. Oh,
Oh no.
I will hero point that one.
It will not allow you to
Oh,
hero
yeah,
point
don't
flat
allow me.
checks in Foundry, which is a little
It's okay.
silly. You can just manually reduce your hero points by 1
Yep.
and then roll
I'll do
another
that.
d20. I don't know why they don't allow you. Hey!
There you go.
Gaius, you may stop bleeding.
Awesome.
Don't you need, like, a stick or something when making a tourniquet?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Gaius, you started doing it with the rope, but you didn't have that, like, hard object to really twist it with.
Yeah, I'm taking out my torch and kind of breaking the wooden part of it.
Yup.
Oh, this is how I was taught, guys.
Anyone gonna get a marker to write the tie?
At the end of your turn, you will take another 7 bleed damage, Cyan, and not overcome it.
Yep.
And hey, Kuromori, you're conscious again, and hey, you're not on the bridge
Yeah.
anymore.
Excellent.
What happened with that?
I don't know how I got here, but I see Zen's still bleeding.
Mhm.
Could I do the check while still prone?
Yeah, you're right next to him. There's not any penalty
Alright.
for it.
Okay, I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Ooh, even better.
And I will attempt the medicine check to stop his bleeding.
Sounds good.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
More than enough in that case. Cyan, you may stop the bleeding, and I will
Awesome.
empty the encounter tracker at that point, since we're not really in initiative. And that is when Buckthorn pops out of the ethereal plane. Oh, hey guys.
And I will stand up.
He's eating one of his bears. Oh, that looks pretty rough
Yeah.
there.
He's fully satiated from them at this point. He's just eating them because he can. Wow. He'll give a berry to everyone. Here, and I'll just roll once for everyone to take. 5 health back to everyone on that.
Thank you. That should be one of the 8 practices, right? Don't cross bridges.
Surprisingly, it's not.
It'll be the 9 practices after
Yes.
we're done.
Once this is all over.
One of them should be everyone learns floating disc.
Right.
Ride around on your floating disc so nobody can grab you from underneath. It's happened twice already.
Something like that.
Well, 3 if you count the spirits in the boat. But
It is up to you guys if you'd like to continue into downtown as you are, or wait a while and continue to heal to full.
I say we should definitely.
Oh yeah.
Well, how is anyone's home nearby?
Mine's down the street, but that's quite a ways still.
On the other side of the bridge, I should also mention these buildings look destroyed. Not like fully destroyed, but things are heavily damaged in a lot of buildings at this point. Across the river where you were, the damage was moderate to light. After you cross the river, things become a lot more severe. Bloodstains are a lot more common. You do see a few bodies here and there, and heavy damage to the buildings is just instantly more prevalent to look at.
Yeah, might be. Even that close, it might be dangerous. So, Gaius and Gromori, you look badly hurt.
Yes.
Might be good to wait a little bit. No, there's no need to rush.
Yeah, if possible, I prefer not to use my spells to heal right now. I'd rather save that for when we're in a combat situation.
Uh, how often does everyone here spend time downtown? How familiar are you with the layout of downtown? Kuromori, I'm assuming pretty since you live here.
Yeah.
But everyone else?
I
Not
think I
very.
might be familiar. It's pretty close, I think. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this
and
is
lot,
probably where I do my magic show most of the time. So
Sure.
yeah, lot of business, lot of stuff to do downtown.
Not very for me.
Not very for you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to ask everyone except you to give me a recall knowledge roll here. As you take a look through the fog in the direction of downtown.
Okay.
As you guys are sort of taking stock of your situation on the other side of the bridge at this point, deciding if you need to heal before heading off into what is very likely a truly dangerous situation. Ko.
yes,
Something's off about downtown. It's foggy, it's hard to see the downtown from where you are. But you've walked to Mercantile Street and back home many times. You know what downtown should look like as you're walking down this road, and something about it just. It looks off to you in the fog. As if. I don't know, I think the best way I can put it is something's missing.
okay. This is gonna sound awkward, but besides all the destroyed buildings, something's missing from downtown. I can't put my finger on what it is, but it's just weird here. I don't know how else to describe it.
Hmm.
Hmm. The roads are fine though, like they're
The roads all
the
look
layout.
fine, yeah, from what you can
Okay.
tell. Aside from, the death and the blood and the destruction on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. But they're the same shape as they've always
Same
been.
shape, same material as far as you can tell. It's almost like you're looking at the silhouette of downtown that you've seen dozens, maybe hundreds of times.
Okay.
And there's just the shape isn't quite right in one section. It's as if something is just changed or gone.
Huh.
Okay. Hmm.
It's weird. I don't exactly see it, but
I don't know. It's something
yeah.
about the silhouette of from this angle, like maybe there's a building missing, or
Almost like a mirage.
it'd be like looking at a painting of downtown and then someone erased part of it. I think is that a more accurate?
That's a very good description of it, yeah.
Okay.
And it's hard to tell because at this point you're probably 300-400 feet away from you. It's at the limit of your vision, and there's so many buildings in this area. It's not like you can tell that a full building or something is damaged or missing, because many of the buildings have damage and like the roof is partially destroyed. But there is one area where you feel like you should be able to see at the very least the top of a building, and you don't.
Oh.
And at the moment, you can't quite place what that building should be.
Is it possible to ping the area?
In that general area. I'm not going to tell you exactly which building in that area.
Yeah. So I'll like point to that area. It's like something over there. Maybe it'll come to me if we get closer, or even to you, Kuro, since you live down here. But
Oh man,
it's
you
hard to
just
see
pinged
in
the
the
downtown
fog.
Willowshore.
Hmm?
I don't know. I checked to see where he pinged, and I was like, "Oh, that's W15. That's downtown."
Yeah, that's just downtown. Very helpful, isn't it?
That doesn't help you at all.
Yeah, and I have no idea which building it is. The player in me thinks it's this one because it's different color, but
I think my favorite building overall here is this one that is just slightly red on the roof, and the rest
Yep.
is brown. I don't know why.
Clearly, it was a repair
There's a
job,
couple.
and
Right.
yeah, there's one down here like that too.
It was being partially painted when this happened. We just never got around to finishing it.
I mean,
Well, the governor's home and office is here. The Imperial barracks are here.
I'm okay with continuing. I mean, I'm at full though, so you guys need to
I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
need
eat some more berries for the next few minutes. But
probably up to 3, maybe even 4, depending on how good they are. So maybe another half hour.
If you want to
'Cause I
spend...
can't-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just gonna say I can't do any treat wounds for another 40 minutes.
Well, you could do one on Cyan right now, at least. Because he has not received
Okay.
treat wounds yet. So you could do a
Well,
treat
my-
wounds on him, and then you guys will all get another berry at the end of that.
not that
Alright.
not that it matters, but mine is a battle medicine.
Yeah, yours is a battle medicine immunity.
In fact, I think everyone seems to be.
Yeah, I think everyone has battle medicine at this point.
All right, 9.
Oh, very
I
nice.
do not.
Thank you, Kuromori.
Gaius, you do have battle medicine immunity.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I thought like having battle medicine,
Ah.
like the
No,
the feet.
you've got immunity
he
to
should-
it.
Yeah, he has immunity to both types right now.
All right. Next berry for everyone will be 4 health to everyone at the end of that 10-minute period. Which is really just Kuromori and Gaius that are not at full at this point.
Yeah.
So, do you guys just want to keep waiting until you can heal everyone up to full?
I think
I think
probably,
that's probably the best idea. Yeah.
yeah, because I would
It's way
have to
too-
use,
Oh, go ahead.
I would have to use my healing fonts to
Mhm.
doing healing right now, and I'd rather not do that out of combat.
Yeah,
If it's
way
not an
too
emergency.
early in the day to
Right.
take a long rest, so I don't.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
can take your investigations relatively slowly if you wish. I know the town's at risk and it's infested with monsters, but like, you don't have to run yourselves to death.
No.
Granny Who might appreciate that if she can then bring you back as ghosts that'll work forever, but
Yeah.
So I'll have another 10 minutes pass and then do fresh produce for everyone. 4 health to everyone this time.
That should be good. Continue now.
I'm only down 4 at this point.
So You could do one more, which would probably get you guys to full. It would also get rid of Gaius's treat wounds immunity at that point. You guys can also
And
just
my-
continue, because Buckthorn's thing will be on cooldown as you guys are traveling.
Yeah, let's maybe head towards my house and see what's the state of it is.
Yeah.
I will tell everyone that my magic is nearly tapped out. I can still provide small healing with my focus spell, however you say that in here. But,
Your
Oh,
bloodline
you've seen
spell.
with my rejuvenating flames that you've seen before. But
So
that'll be once.
you could have actually done that and refocused as well during that time if you wanted to, Ko,
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
to heal people. Because you can just
Yeah, sure,
continuously
let's-
cast that and refocus. So, yeah, we can say everyone had more than enough time to get up to full health.
Yeah. All right. I'll refocus.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Perfect. You can just pop yourself to full health. Whether that's hitting the apply healing button repeatedly or just changing the number, I do not care.
Which
on.
will remove the wound. Oh, you have to.
Yes, get rid of your wounded
Right.
condition, Kuromori, now that you're at full health.
Excellent.
All right. So I'll keep my eyes on that area of town as
Yeah.
we're walking.
Yeah.
See if I can ever.
You want fresh activity rolls?
I would
for
like fresh
six?
activity rolls from everyone, please, yes.
I guess I would change then for this one.
Oh, and then during this time, I'll have LP kind of turn into a tattoo around my neck with his like head
Sure.
ending on my neck.
He's gone. Magic. Okay.
Curious.
What would
curious
it
to able to
be?
do that.
What would the exploration activity be to just try and understand what's missing from
Yeah,
the picture?
if you want to be doing the search action, that's just making seek checks, which is just perception.
Okay.
You can also be investigating, which would be making recall knowledge rolls about what you're seeing. I would accept either at this point in time.
Okay, I'll do seek then.
Sure. You can just roll a perception check,
All right.
or you can use seek in the basic action macros, whichever you would prefer. I am not picky. Okay. The good news is, as you guys approach, it becomes pretty obvious what's missing. There was a building at one point. The last time you guys were down here, downtown, you all remember seeing it. The nicest building of downtown, kind of the crowning jewel of the city's construction. The governor's manor. It's just gone. No scene of destruction or anything. No even indication that there was a building, aside from those two silly little guardian stone lions that once flanked the front doors of the manor. Both of those have been defaced and damaged. But the manor itself just doesn't exist.
Huh.
I swear there was a building there.
It's the governor's house, wasn't it?
Right. Oh. Weird.
Nothing we can do about that. For the moment.
For now. I'll need to keep an eye out though.
Did you want to continue heading to your house, Kuromori?
Yeah, we're just about there.
It's very much like the rest of the buildings in this place. Defaced, heavily damaged. The front door has been bashed down. The walls are scratched up heavily. One of the windows has been shattered. It is a building that's going to need some pretty heavy repairs when all's said and done here.
Ugh.
But I think, thankfully, you don't see any bloodstains nor bodies within it from what you can see as you approach.
Casting light on myself, I'm going to step in and see if I can find a cold iron chunk.
Yeah. It's easy enough to know where you stashed that little funny piece of special metal, just in case you ever needed it. I'll leave it up to you if it's just in the chunk of a rock, or if you have fashioned it into a symbol of Tsukio.
I think it's probably may have been. I didn't realize that. Never mind.
I had stashes for everyone's home inventories.
Oh,
already set
okay.
up. Yeah, you did not have to go grab one.
Okay. I think it might have been like fashioned into like a block of
Sure.
cold iron, like an ignet.
Yeah, absolutely. You know where you've got that.
Maybe
It's not
that-
something you've ever had hidden or anything. It's just up on a shelf. Thankfully, out of reach of whatever small intruders came and wrecked the place. You can just walk in, pluck it from the shelf, stick it in your bag.
Yeah, I'll do that and sigh at the state of the house. Nothing to be
Sorry,
done here.
Gormari.
It is home, but it can always be rebuilt. What's more important is a family.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Right. Where to next?
What I can do. Are you guys following the street into downtown proper?
I think so.
We're trying to get to
Maybe.
the barracks, right?
Yeah. Well,
Is that our
We
next
have the
stop?
barracks, and then we also want to get across the bridge.
this might take a minute to load for everyone because it's a bit of a big map.
Oh yeah, we
Aye.
need to have a plan on dealing with that Buso.
But oh, I don't have tokens for you guys. I am a fool. Oops. Let me go ahead and give you guys something. You can give me a general idea of what you would like to do. Little weird thing about this map is that to the right is north, so heading up right now
Oh.
would be moving west.
Classic Paizo.
Classic Paizo. But for a general idea, this area right over... Actually, not that area. This area right over here is where the Governor's Manor used to be. Quite obvious it's gone right now. This building... I'll go ahead and, move ping. This is the barracks. The town's prison, to be specific. And some of the other, maybe, important things that are specifically downtown... you've got the funny little public stage right here. You do have the Happy Kappa, the town's bathhouse, right over here, if you guys feel the need to clean yourselves up after all this. And there is a local inn right here, the Tree Sparrow's Rest, that wouldn't necessarily be a bad place for people to hide. So that is central downtown.
And where's Dawnstep Bridge, Jericho?
If you follow this road,
Got it.
that will take you right onto the Dawnstep Bridge. And then the road over here would head over towards the Cerulean Tea House and the Leshy Salon.
Oh,
the-
Luxarn. Oh, it's pretty large. Very large map.
Yes.
Let's go to his house when he's not here.
When you guys go to specific areas, I will have smaller maps for you. That are those condensed buildings and their surroundings, but there is just a general large map to get an idea of where you are in the whole downtown area.
Well, we're close to the barracks, so
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see what the situation is there.
Right. Hopefully your father's there.
I hope so too.
Absolutely. We can go ahead. And what I can actually do. Bing, ba-boom. Ba-boom, pow. I can actually go ahead and just activate the jail map for you guys as you approach. I don't know why it turns off my weather effect whenever I activate the map. It's mildly annoying. Generally, as you guys approach the building.
Failed drawing in phrase canvas.
What?
I can see all the walls. Neat.
That's not good. Stop that.
Yeah, me too. I can see.
I see squares, like
What?
outlines.
Like the building walls or the actual wall
Yeah.
lines to show the
The
walls?
the wall lines.
Yeah, the wall lines.
Like that.
That's concerning. Why do you see that?
I don't know.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Wait
a minute.
Something is not right. Let's try reactivating it and see what happens.
Okay, that looks a little more normal.
Oh yeah.
That's concerning. Don't pay attention to what walls were locked and what weren't.
There was a secret door here.
Shh.
Well, I don't know what was what. I only saw red and
Thank
I should have
goodness.
screenshot the whole map.
Exactly. No idea.
Boundary, why are you ruining my immersion?
Oh my god.
All right.
Alright, Kuromori. Where should we...
So you've got
Is
a...
there...
Kuromori, I'll give you a general rundown of what you're aware of the jail
Yeah,
and
yeah.
barracks building, because you've been here quite frequently.
Yeah.
Through this fence right here would be the training yard, with these being the stables over here.
Oh, okay.
Buildings like these that have the 4 locks are pretty common all around town. These are very much shrine buildings. Not many of
Okay.
them have actual shrines in them, but a number of those are set up around town. When you get to the building itself, you start with the office at the front door, followed by a little courtyard, then the prison itself and the armory attached to it. There is an outdoor cell as well for people who commit more petty crimes.
Okay. I'll point it out. Like, well, there's the training yard just to the south of us there. Stables right next to it. I think we should avoid big open areas for now. I have a bad feeling about them.
Kuromori, with your perception check from earlier, in the direction of the training yards, there is a very heavy smell of offal and rotten meat. And you can see... that's about all you get from where you are at the moment, actually.
Am I glowing?
You are not glowing at the moment.
Okay.
I will probably not remember that you have that on my own, so you are going to have to remind me of that pretty frequently.
No problem.
The good news is most ghosts and spirits like to hide normally, so I'll have the opportunity to roll.
Well, I know I said I'm not keen on going towards the training yard, but there's a strong scent of decay over there.
Oh, is that something potentially we can feed the Bosu?
I don't know about that, but I'm just curious what it is.
I know they like those kind of rotten things. We can mix it with the tea.
I have a feeling it's the stables. Oh, the doors are closed.
The stable doors themselves are all closed, yes, but that doesn't prevent you from seeing the bloody prints that extend from the stables and through the training yard to the west.
Oh, well,
Which,
of
as a
course,
reminder, west is heading up.
Yeah.
if they're human meat, then yeah, probably not a good
What?
idea.
We're too far away to make out what kind of footprints.
You'd
I'm
have to get
assuming.
closer, yeah.
I don't want to.
Let's be sneaky.
You guys can all switch to avoiding notice if you'd like.
I could try.
Gaius with his armor. Just
I only have a +1.
That's not bad.
well, you can follow the
Trained in
expert.
stealth, but
Hey,
Are you an expert?
I am.
Wow.
Follow the expert also
Yeah.
doesn't require the person you're following to be a direct expert in the skill. Oh, actually they do. Would you look at that?
Yeah, and I'm expert in stealth now.
I have let people do that when they should not have been able to in the past. Oops.
Yeah, that would help. Definitely help. Because that's what 2 plus your level.
Are you trained in stealth, guys?
I am not.
Okay.
I'm also wearing armor that jingles.
So it allows you to add your level as a proficiency bonus. So it'd give you 2, and then a +2 circumstance bonus on top of it.
So +4.
Yeah, effectively
I
a
think,
+4.
yeah.
Oh, well then.
if you are trained in it, then just a +2.
It's just the
Hey.
circumstance bonus, yeah.
Okay.
Well then. Lead the way then.
Alright.
So it's what, +2?
And what's really fun, if you go into the basic action macros, there under the exploration tab, there is a toggle for follow the expert.
Oh, I know what to do. All
It should
this.
give you all the options that will give you the correct bonuses before you then roll the avoid notice check.
Yep.
They make everything so convenient.
Select experts proficiency. Expert. Okay.
Where's that at?
If you go under
Under
the
the
exploration tab in basic action macros, that's also where the avoid notice button will be.
Oh, look at that! I made myself 5.
Isn't that so nice?
Very nice.
And
Yeah,
then we
nice.
roll avoid notice.
Mm-hmm. And
Is that
Cyan, I'll let you
open
choose if
or-
you want to roll another roll or keep the roll you had earlier.
And this is
Should be blind.
I will roll again.
Okay.
Oh, it said blind.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you just roll it private?
I guess I thought it was blind GM roll that I had that
should
was
be.
selected.
Yeah.
Oh, it's private GM roll.
Ah, that's what you had selected, yeah. Private GM roll will still allow you to see it, but no one else to see it. It'll just be you and the GM. Blind is the one that is only the GM can see it.
Gotcha. Sorry, I'll still jingle away.
Yeah. I mean, so technically avoid notice is not a secret check, but that's no fun. Because all other stealth rolls in the game are secret checks. So
Yeah, there's no suspense to it.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Um,
not? That's weird.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
There's small weird things where it does not specify. Because it says see the sneak action for details, but that's in terms of whether you're undetected or not. It does not have the secret trait on avoid notice itself. But meh.
Yeah.
It's easier to just tell people perception and stealth checks are always blind. Unless the GM says otherwise, in which case you should probably panic.
And let's see what where those footprints lead.
Well, as you guys begin approaching quietly, as silently as you can, that's actually where we're going to go ahead and take a very quick break. So feel free to stand up, stretch, grab some water, do what you need to do, and when we come back, we'll start exploring what all's going on here. So I will see you all in a few minutes.
All right.
All right, but welcome back. So, you guys are currently doing your best to avoid the eyes of anyone who might notice you and making your way towards the open training field, where you can see those bloody footprints leading away from the stable doors towards the western end of the training grounds.
My curiosity's getting the better of me. No, not the horses.
Mm.
They're dead.
Horses. No.
As you approach and take a look, because it's not like a overly closed building. The stall doors aren't floor to ceiling. There's enough space to give the horses fresh air and room to breathe.
Yeah.
Their bloody, savaged corpses cover the ground. Most of them, their eyes are wide open. You can very clearly see the heavy pain they must have been feeling in their last moments in their eyes. And these corpses have been savaged.
I'll whisper a prayer to Sukio to guide their souls. I don't think I want to see what did that.
I don't blame you. There's no wall stopping you from moving where this gate and fence is, weirdly enough. Classic Paizo. You can just hop over it without much issue.
Right.
You have to let go there. Before we go too much further, I think we should discuss if anyone's going to take those potency crystals.
Yeah, if anyone wants to take them and attach them to their weapons, you guys could take 10 minutes to attach them.
I think I would like to do that to my spear. If that's all right with everyone else.
Yeah, go for it.
One. I'm gonna make it so you... Oh, effect posting crystal.
Yeah, isn't that super nice? When
Oh,
you
oh,
use
you-
it, you'll have to make sure you actually give yourself the effect before hitting use, or it'll just delete the item.
Oh, okay.
Foundry does a weird thing where if you're not using something that rolls healing, when you hit use, all it does is delete it from your inventory. You have to make sure you manually give yourself the effect and then hit use.
So if I put the effect on me now, it doesn't actually give me the bonus until I click use.
No, it'll still give you the bonus, but then you can click use and it'll say in chat that you
Oh,
used it and delete
okay,
it from your
okay.
inventory.
Oh, okay.
You could just
I won't
manually
do that.
delete it, but it's nice to have that little chat record.
Right.
So if someone
Okay.
really wants to, they can scroll up through like 20 sessions and see, oh yeah, they did use it.
Okay.
Would you look at that?
All right. Ah. Do we investigate what killed these horses, or do we loop around to the...
Yeah, like I was saying, I know you just prayed for their souls, Kuramori, but I was thinking of kind of cutting a piece.
I
For
will
the
say
boss.
from where you are, the footprints are a lot easier to see right now. They're small, but wide, and with 3 toes, 3 long toes.
3 long toes. Does that remind us of the Jenkins or something else?
these are much bigger than Jenkins toes. These are likely the feet of a small creature rather than a tiny creature.
Then recall knowledge on them or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. The DC is going to be slightly higher because you've only got footprints really to go off of right now. Okay.
What's the harm in trying?
Ko, you feel like you should know what this is, but not quite coming to you.
That makes sense.
Kuramori and Gaius, you actually come to differing opinions.
Uh-oh.
And so give me one moment here to check what those opinions are. So, uno momento, por favor. Come on, load quickly, please. I don't have all night books. Work with me here, computer, please. Thank you. Alright, what is it that the creature is?
Oh, there's a compass here.
Yeah, just to tell you that north is to the right.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Who would like to hear their information first? I'll leave it up to you guys to decide.
Go ahead, guys. Let's hear your story.
Take a look at them first, then.
Sure. Guys, you take a look at these. Between the footprints and the fact that there's blood nearby and the eviscerated animal corpses, you've got an inkling of suspicion that these are the footprints of a group of Kappa, which are turtle-like creatures, humanoids with beaked mouths, webbed hands, slimy scales, and a ring with a central depression atop their head meant for water. Losing that water will typically make them lethargic. They grow weaker the longer they are without water. They aren't inherently hostile creatures, but they are cannibals. Mischievous by nature, typically. Not overtly malicious, but can be nuisances. You do know that their favorite food is a cucumber. And sometimes that can be exchanged for like safe passage around them. They also really like to wrestle.
Interesting theory.
Kuramori, you take a look at these. You're relatively certain looking at these that these are the strange footprints of Gauchorong, which are strange creatures that there isn't a ton of information on. They're almost at a first glance like a mixture between a hunting dog and a bear. But they are small creatures. They are long, lolling tongues. A lot of campfire stories have them originating as the ghosts of poachers' prey coming back for revenge, or maybe cursed beasts who became addicted to consuming flesh. But they are, as you're aware, very much ambush predators that make very good use of how adorable they look. Where they are quite disarmingly endearing.
And that's my theory. Does the Happy Kappa bathhouse have like stone kappas?
That's a good question. I don't believe so. No, they don't.
Oh, okay.
I believe, surprisingly, Kappas might have done this.
Yeah, both theories sound plausible.
Yeah. The footprints are relatively obvious enough that if you guys wanted to, you could track them without much issue.
Oh, shall we do that?
Well, I guess if you want to make the town safe, you should probably deal with them. They're slaughtering horses.
Yeah.
Gaius, you should be at full health, by the way.
All of us?
Everyone should be, yep. Because we realized Ko can be using his rejuvenating flames during 10-minute activities as well, just cast and then refocus. And you guys are outside of combat to speed up the healing even more.
Oh, more dead horses.
Lots of them.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
As you guys are here, you guys are doing your best to be quiet and avoid the notice of these creatures. However, some of you are not nearly as trained as others in remaining consistently quiet when going over new information.
Can't wonder who that was.
And it's not like you're loud per se, but it is enough to trip the senses of, as you all watch, hundreds of cockroaches that had swarmed within the corpses of these horses begin to converge together into one massive swarm.
Well, I'm glad I'm over here.
Disgusting.
And I will need everyone to roll initiative for me, please.
Not again.
More swarms. Let's go.
I'm going to use perception for my initiative roll here.
Everyone should be using stealth for their initiative roll here, please.
Oh.
Since you were avoiding notice.
Let me re-roll that then.
If you've already rolled, I'm not going to ask you to re-roll. It's fine.
I mean, it's gonna be way less, so I'm fine with it.
The cockroaches are going first, so.
Okay.
And you're going last, guys.
I was gonna go last anyways with the +2.
Rolling a 6 or a 7 on the die did not do you many favors there. All right. As the cockroaches swarm together into one, I am going to have them use their first action to just swarm together here, because they're coming from a bunch of the different corpses, all kind of coming together. But they are then going to fly over the door and just get on top of the few of you, and they're just going to start biting. So Cyan and Gaius, I'm going to need reflex saves from the two of you as dozens of tiny cockroaches begin chewing into you. There's a success for you, Cyan. And a critical success for you guys. You're still on a private GM roll, by the way.
Oh.
But with a nat 20 for you, you will be entirely unaffected. And Cyan, you'll only take half damage here.
Right.
You'll take 1 piercing damage. They're cockroaches. What are they going to do, hurt you?
Poison us to death.
Interestingly enough, they're not poisonous.
Oh, for once, not disease-ridden cockroaches.
Right?
Well, no, they're not poisonous. He didn't say anything about not being disease-ridden.
Shh. Shh. Don't give away my secrets. Come
Suddenly,
on.
70 fortitude saves for everyone.
I probably should have mentioned this earlier. When it comes to disease, I roll those fortitude checks secretly, since they typically have extended onset times, and I don't want you guys to necessarily know that you are suffering from a disease. Because where's the
Fair
fun in
enough.
that?
Oh.
Cyan, go ahead and take that damage, and then it will be your turn.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should learn how to take damage.
Ooh, not full damage, take half damage. You succeeded.
Thank you. Are they flying?
They are. They're like 2 feet off the ground.
Oh, okay.
They're
So
well within your space.
I can flank them
You
with
can flank, yes.
Ko.
You would want to be in this space or this space to flank with him.
Yeah, we'll be here. Move that for my first action.
Are you stepping or striding?
I'm stepping,
Okay. Boo.
and then I'm gonna.
Like that question.
And I have mobility, so
That's
hopefully...
fair. If you're moving less than half, you don't trigger reactions. Darn you! Honestly, if I found a swarm that had reactive strike, that'd be a little terrifying.
Exactly. I doubt they have it.
Actually, wonder if
I'm gonna draw my rapier and just stab it.
Sure. I won't stop you.
Stab it. Hold on, sorry.
Even the highest level swarm that I'm aware of does not have reactive strike off the top of my head. So sad. Ooh.
Oof.
There's too many of them. They're too small.
Alright, too small.
You just stick your rapier out and they just part.
Yeah,
None
I'm
of them
gonna
get
try again.
stabbed.
Try again.
Sure. Do you happen to have the quick draw feat?
Oh, I dropped my...
I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys were coming towards a bunch of corpses of animals. I think it's reasonable to say your weapons were out and ready if you wanted to have them out.
Yeah,
Okay.
they would have. Yep.
Yeah, then that absolutely does hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Unfortunately, your sneak attack damage will not matter here, though.
Yep.
I
I understand.
They're a bunch of cockroaches. Precision doesn't really do much. You just squish them.
Yeah.
And similarly, you notice that these things have a pretty heavy resistance to piercing, as with normal swarms. You get through some of them, but you can only get so many in a swarm of this size.
Oh, damn, these swarms. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Kuromori, that brings us to you.
Yeah.
As you walk away, turn back, and just see hundreds of cockroaches.
I don't particularly want to be near that, so I'm going to Divine Lance them and hope it affects them.
Okay. You sure you don't want to get close?
No.
They'd very much appreciate you getting over here.
Oh.
It's because you stayed away. You would have hit if you got closer.
I don't believe you. I'm also going to switch from my spear to my club.
Sure. Yeah. Just start roach smacking.
Yeah.
All right. Ko, that brings us to you then.
I'm sure there's only one of these swarms.
Surely. I would never throw just a trivial encounter at you, right? There's probably more than one. But you can dream. You can hope. All right. I'll go ahead and roll that reflex save for them. They'll actually fail it. Uh-oh.
Alright, I don't believe Gaius is hurt right now, so...
No, but he'll get the status bonus to fortitude saves.
Or the one I yeah, I guess I'll give him that effect.
Yeah. Also, if you place the cone slightly differently, like this, you could get Cyan in it as well.
Oh yeah,
if you wanted to give him that healing.
Yeah, here's the healing. It's 4.
Nice.
1 fire damage, so plus whatever their weakness to.
A very heavy
Area
weakness to area damage. These creatures don't have a stupid hardness as well, so they take the heavy damage.
Right, and then blood magic effect on.
All right.
The guy's still in the swarm.
Mhm.
It's 1 action left.
Smack it
Move
around.
right here.
Oh, running from my cockroaches, I see. We can't have that. Gaius, we're up to you. Oh, the weakness of every swarm spreading out. Why would you do this to me?
We finally learned how to deal
Now
with
I can't take advantage of their inherent abilities. Come on.
Book 1 of this is like a primer on how to deal with swarms.
There really are a lot of swarms in this book.
so many swarms.
Oh gosh. Guys, you're muted if you're trying to speak.
Thank you.
I do believe this is the last swarm you guys will have to deal with for a long while.
I will try to strike it with my sword because actually,
Go for it.
before I do that, I will exploit vulnerability.
Sure. That is, I think you're still on private roll, or maybe you went to blind. That is an exact success.
It is blind.
Yeah. I mean, they're weak to area damage. Which is area 5 is the weakness specifically.
And that's a mortal, right?
Yep. If you wished to mortal.
I will mortal so that my sword suddenly does splash damage. Yes.
Aha! Yes. Very nice.
Sorcery is this.
Thaumaturges are so funny. Gaius finds the raid in his back pocket and just sprays it on his sword.
Yeah, basically.
I call them Thom absurds.
You want to switch it to a public roll, Gaius.
Oh.
Here. But that does hit.
Oh,
Alright.
that is the wrong damage.
Oh, is it? Oh, because you're one-handing?
Yeah. Because I have my shield in the other, so...
Oh, yes, then definitely go ahead and roll the one-handed damage die. Still pretty good. Your magical raid does take effect. They do have an inherent resistance to slashing damage, because there's just a bunch of tiny little bastards.
Yeah.
But they effectively are canceling each other out right now. So, you deal some pretty heavy damage and kill a large number of cockroaches.
As usual, try to get as many as you can with each strike.
Alright, I gotta roll to see who the cockroaches go after here. Gaius, they are going to make a fly action if you would like to implement interruption.
I sure will. I will absolutely miss.
Unfortunate.
But I got 3 hero points.
Yeah, go for it. That's a hit.
It wasn't a crit, so they still get to move.
Yes. But 8 points of damage to them is enough to kill them. So, they get to move, but they really don't, because they start flying in your direction, and you just... More so than try and cut through them, turn your sword a little bit with your wrist and just baseball bat the remaining cockroaches. And,
Good job,
yeah,
guys.
that's some dead cockroaches. No, I don't have a second swarm to throw at you.
Oh, wow.
I know, I'm being lenient tonight.
And to think I was stepping into those stables.
Why did you want to go into stables again?
Oh, I wanted to cut a piece of meat for the bosu.
Oh.
Because they like those meat, I think, make them enticing.
I will say, these corpses are rotting at this point. They have been laying here for, at the very least, a few days now.
Oh,
but
so whoever did it's probably long gone.
Yeah.
looks like this is no use for us.
No, they've been here this long. Whoever killed them, you'd probably be tracking for some time.
Yeah. We can track those footprints.
Yeah. Anyone
Is
wants
this
to track them? They
be
may.
throughable?
Yeah, that is the outdoor cell for people who do petty crimes.
I can see stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna mention because I can't fully see what's there, but yeah, I saw something.
Don't question the icons you see, okay?
I see the icons.
I will say, Kuromori, you might be able to, from where you are, see what looks to be a body resting against the side of the cage.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I see somebody.
Wait, shall we?
That looks like a child.
A what? A child?
Or a halfling. I can't tell from this distance.
The art's a little bit weird because of the cage on top of them. They look like this. Great little artwork.
Oh.
Oh, well, it looks like. Oh, it's crying.
Don't worry, you see a second one that looks exactly the same.
Oh, they're twins.
As you guys are carefully making your way forward and you're sort of rounding the corner enough that you can see into the outdoor prison cell here, which is just a large bamboo cage. Kuromori, you're well aware, they use this for holding petty criminals. The true jail cells would be directly north of you at the moment, inside the larger section of the building.
Right.
But from where you are, you can see what look like two people bound, bloodied, and maybe semi-conscious at best, lying in the cage. Just, they don't seem to have registered any of your presence yet.
Oh, should help
See.
them.
Oh, there's more of them.
You do see a total of 4 people in this cage. Are you still actively trying to avoid people's notice?
Yes, I
Probably.
am.
Yeah.
Do you want fresh rolls?
No, not right now. It's not really worth it. Kuromori and Ko, as the two of you round the corner, this villager over here looks up and actually notices the two of you. And their eyes grow wide. You don't see any active bleeding wounds on them, but they appear heavily bruised. You can see pretty clear signs of malnourishment at this point.
I'll hold a finger in front of my mouth.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah. His eyes are wide. He opened his mouth to say something, and there was like a wheezing rasp that came out for a moment. But seeing you put your finger up, he quickly closes his mouth and just like shrinks down a little bit. But you see hope in their eyes.
Yeah, we
How-
need to find
how-
a safe place for them.
How tall are the walls here?
The fence itself, I think, is probably only like 3 feet tall, probably. The cage is a lot larger. It's probably 8 to 10 feet tall.
Okay, and this is one
Yeah.
kind of
Yes, it is one large cage.
one
made of
large
bamboo.
cage. Yeah.
There is the locked door is on the western side of it.
All right.
But it's bamboo. You guys could very well just destroy it if you wanted to take a little bit of time.
Oh, that might attract some noise.
It might.
I can fiddle with the door.
We can deal with that door.
Oh, we have to be quiet.
Yeah.
Do we see anything from where we are? Any kappas or what was the other theory? Gochang? Gocharong?
The Gauchorongs.
Gocharongs.
Give me a perception check. And you can also, anyone who wants to can give me a survival check to try and get a brief idea of where the tracks continue to lead, because they do lead out of this gate.
Perception.
Okay.
Oh, Track's not trained. Interesting.
Cyan, you're paying a bit too much attention to checking over the injuries or potential injuries of the people in the cage, that what else is surrounding you isn't quite able to take your full attention at the moment. Ko, you don't see any creatures in the direct vicinity of where you are, but of what you can't see, you do hear what sound like voices. Coming from the northwest. What sounds like a few quiet voices further than that, like out by the square.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just hear some voices, kind of loud, but not loud enough for you to be able to tell what they're saying at this point. And from where you are exactly, you can't quite see where the voices are coming from. They could very well be coming from the stage.
Okay. I hear voices ahead. Far, far away, though. I don't believe anyone's nearby the cage. Maybe we can take this opportunity.
Alright. I'm gonna head over there and keep an eye out for me.
Sure.
Climb over the fence and
Yeah.
try and peek without being seen.
Absolutely.
So do I need a stealth check?
I'm going to ask for one more stealth check from you at this point, Ko.
Okay. This will not be following the expert anymore, right?
Correct.
Alright, go ahead and remove that.
Yeah, you are down to just a regular roll here.
So I should just roll the stealth skill and not anything else.
That'd be perfect.
Blind GM. Well,
I wonder what you rolled.
20 total.
The good news is you are not noticed.
Okay.
What you can see, though, is up on, not on the stage itself, on the roof above the stage. 3 gremlins that are seemingly dressed in a number of the props. You are quite familiar with the stage, Ko. You have performed here many a time at this point. So you definitely see them wearing a few of the costumes and some of the props that are very likely stolen. And they're just sort of cheering and cavorting, playing around with one another. They are not paying attention in your direction at the moment.
It's 3 gremlins on top of the roof of the stage. They seem to be putting on a play of some kind.
Oh. Alright.
They're wearing the props.
They haven't noticed you, right?
I don't think so.
Alright. I'm gonna...
I'll keep a lookout, though.
Yeah,
Thanks. I'm gonna handle this door.
go for it. Start giving me those thievery
Disable
checks.
device.
No, there's actually a pick a lock button.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Hee hee hee. Ho ho ha ha. You're the best at it.
I should be. Is it enough?
Cyan, you've
Doubt
never
it.
directly tried to break the locks here at the armory.
Oh no, yeah.
These are very good quality locks. A 15 is a critical failure. So I don't know if you want to hero point that, but at the moment,
I will.
you're forcing them a bit too much and they are very liable to break.
Wow. Yeah, I will. Hero point that.
Go for it. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh no. Cyan, I'm so sorry. You take a minute of focus here, really trying to pick the lock that is... This is iron doors. The bamboo itself that makes up the majority of the cage is bamboo, but this is a full-on iron barred door at the front of it. And it's challenging. It's more challenging than anything you've practiced on in the past. And taking a minute, working on the tumblers, you think you've got it and you turn and put some force into it. And the lock doesn't turn. And there's a bit of a sinking feeling in your stomach as you pull the picks out of the lock to take a look at them. And they are heavily warped.
Ugh.
They're not fully destroyed right now, but they will need to be repaired before you can use them again. And you get the sense that this lock is probably beyond your capacity. You'll either have to break these people out manually or find the key to the door.
Sorry, I my lockpicking skills have failed me.
I have no experience of that sort of activity, so I wasn't sure. We can try checking inside for the keys, otherwise
Yeah, we could.
I don't want to
Realistically,
break the bamboo.
this is a lock that would require 5 DC 30 thievery checks to unlock.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. The jail is well built.
I thought when you said bamboo and petty crimes, I was like, oh, this should be simple.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You will-
whisper.
You
to
would
the
need
children.
3 nat 20s to open that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I
well,
s- I s-
We'll
I saw a
go find
door
the
down to the
key.
south. Yeah, I saw a door down to the south. Perhaps we can.
There's a door
Find the
over here
keys.
as well. I
Cole,
point
what were
over
you
there.
going to say to these people?
It's like, have faith. We're going to go find the key to let you out.
No, please don't leave us.
just stay quiet for now. We'll try to find a key.
Please.
Who or what put you in here?
Just... We were dragged off by monsters around town. They brought us here. They've been taking people over the last few days.
Do you know if any soldiers live?
I haven't seen any.
Okay.
Please get us out of here.
We'll
Please.
try. Are we the first non-monsters you've seen?
Mm-hmm. He
All right.
nods.
Keep still and keep quiet. Kuromori, you're familiar with this place. Do you know where the keys are? As your father told you?
Let me think about that for a moment. Do I know?
Or recall knowledge.
Oh, dang.
Pay attention to bring your kid to work day.
Unfortunately, Kuromori did not.
Should have picked up key lore.
Good lord.
You are... Unfortunately, no. The information of where the keys are stored were never really shared with you.
Yeah. Never
Maybe
really
had
got
you...
involved with the journey.
Yeah, maybe had you not focused so much on your faith and focused more on your father's teachings, you would have known by this time, but you never really had the proclivity that kept you around the jail for long periods of time.
Yeah.
So you are
Off the
not
top of my head, I don't know. I'll hop over this fence. So check that south door. It's probably safer than the north one. Or wait,
so
whatever direction
you
it
know
is.
that the western door over here leads to the main entrance, the actual office of the guardhouse. This is a door from the armory, the south door to the training field.
Okay.
I would say at the very least you're aware that when like soldiers aren't moving in between the training field and the armory for practice, that door is kept heavily locked.
Oh. Huh. Actually, that might not work. I'm pretty sure that door's locked.
Okay.
So actually I was slightly off on my numbers. This door would probably be 3 DC 30 checks to open. The armory doors would probably be 5 DC 30 checks to open.
All right, this is
Assuming
going
they
to
are still
take us into view of the gremlins. Try to move quietly.
Zai, would you like to show us how to be quiet?
Oh, of course.
Ko, you can keep your stealth roll from earlier if you would like.
Okay,
Since
20.
not a ton of time has passed, and you know you were not noticed with that roll.
Follow my lead.
Stealth.
Yeah, I did take the follow the expert off of you guys, so you can just grab it again
Yep.
for stealth.
Let's go stealth.
Sneaky time.
I don't like that laugh.
Yeah, it must be the teacher failing.
So the great news is, Kuromori, you're on point with your stealth.
Excellent.
That's probably also helped by the fact that Cyan trips.
About where in our travels did he trip?
I'd say he's probably right around here. Oh, I'm sorry, I moved you at the same time, Kuromori. That might cause issues for you.
Oh.
Or not Kuromori, Cyan.
Oh, no worries.
There might be 2 of you at the moment.
Nope, still one.
Oh, perfect. There was 2 on my screen. I just had to switch maps and reload. You should be about here, Cyan, since you were leading them. Unfortunately, that's 2 crit fails overall between Cyan and Gaius. There isn't really a way to save it at this point, as you guys are trying to make your way.
About to open the door and just... Oh.
Yeah, there's some loud noises behind you. And that absolutely grabs the attention of the Jenkins on top of the theater stage. That's what it's called. And one of them pretty quickly calls out, "Hey! You over there! What you doing?"
Just enjoying a bit of theater.
Ooh, you enjoy theater? Come on. We got a performance to show you then. Come on over. The other 2 gremlins sort of like jump in and start pseudo catcalling you guys almost.
Alright. Looks like we have no choice.
I mean, it's 3 Jenkins. They're not really a threat to you guys.
Looks like they just want to perform.
I'm more worried about what's going to be in view once we get to the stage.
I can move you guys over to the stage if you want, or I can just bring the Jenkins onto the jail map realistically if you'd rather.
My friends are a bit stage shy.
Because they're on the roof on the side of it. So they're actually, yeah, we can make it work here.
Perhaps you should bring your show into the audience.
The show's right here. You can see it from there. Come close. Come. Close.
There they are.
Come on. If you're enjoying theater, you want to come watch. It's going to be a good show. Oh, hey, there's more of you. Whoa. We weren't expecting such a large audience, were we? It's okay, we'll improv. Welcome, honored guests. We have a wondrous performance for you today. It's something never before seen in this town. That's close enough. You can stay there. You can see just fine. Take a seat.
But my eyes, they're horrible. I must get
I'll
close.
stand.
I don't care if your eyes are bad. We weren't expecting on all of you being here anyways.
But you wanted audience, no?
Yeah, 3's
How
enough.
will I see your performance?
Well, then you can see it from there.
All right, show us what you got.
All right. Well, we have a lovely, wondrous performance for you all today. We call it The Folly of the Citizenry, Willowshore Edition. I'll leave it up to you guys how long you want to watch or do anything. Because they're just going to start performing, and it is... As far as you can tell, the general theme is about the cowardice and foolishness of Willowshore citizens. It is also extremely insulting and mean-spirited.
I check defense and I divine lance them.
Yeah, that's fair. We're going to roll initiative.
Hey, this show sucks. Get out of town.
No, you suck!
I assume we're using perception for this.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Is there
what's
like
great
a
is I'm going to have these guys roll performance, which they are awful at.
perception? Is there like a
Terrible.
heckle? Basic heckle.
Oh god, they'll roll higher than me.
Wow. They only had a +2 and they rolled exceedingly well.
There's a reason you were offended. They were pretty good at it.
As you yell at them, they all immediately stop their performance, glare at you. Fine, have it that way then. And they're gonna start ripping shingle tiles out of the roof and prepare to throw them at you. That's what it looks like, at least. Gaius, you're up first.
I stayed in the back for a reason.
Time for good old exploit.
Sure. I will let you know, they are about 25 feet up in the air from where they are.
Yeah.
Which is a little unfortunate for the melee fighters.
I will do mortal weakness.
They're Jenkins, yeah, they've got a weakness to cold iron.
Yep.
Only weakness 2, though, so... But hey, it procs on all of them. These are Fey, so just, I don't know, throw your cold iron chunks at them. That might actually work.
I guess I would need to climb, right? Or
well, didn't you just
can I jump up?
You can't jump that high, unfortunately. Even with a high jump. But didn't you just get a fun little spell, I believe? Although that only affects undead, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, if you wanted to move up to the edge and use your second action to start climbing, you absolutely could.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay, go ahead and give me a athletics check here. Or, if you go to the front of your character sheet, there is a direct roll button under climb in your speeds.
Those children with sickness.
Oh,
stupid.
there is.
What fun.
Public or blind?
Yep, this can be public. It's not going to be a super challenging roll.
I'll go ahead and re-roll that.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what the
There you
DM likes to hear.
Hey,
You
I
take
still
Hero
got
point.
one. Okay.
Hero point on a climb check. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get hit, then like fall on, and there happens to be some like spikes there, and then I end up dying anyways.
So here's the thing to also note, Gaius, that I forgot to mention because I'm a bad GM. You have to have both hands free to climb,
Oh.
and you are off guard whilst climbing. Climbing
That's
sucks.
fine. If I can stow them while I'm walking up, since I only use 20 feet out of the 30. Perhaps.
Sure, I'll allow it. Why not? Breaking the action economy, it's Jenkins. Who cares? Yeah, you just like walk up, just let go of your shield. It's still attached by the straps, not in your hand, and just kind of put the sword on your back or at your side, and just bear hug the pole and start scooching your way up it.
I'm coming.
You get 5 feet up with one action. Effective
there for-
gaming here.
Gonna be there for a while.
Truly the experience of being a melee fighter in ranged combat like this. I'm so sorry. Cole, let's see if you can end them before Gaius has to continue.
Yeah. Let's see. So do I need to do some Pythagorean theorem here?
No, so I just measure by length plus height. I don't do Pythagorean theorem. Similarly, enemies will be affected by the same.
So would a 30-foot range spell be enough to hit?
Not from where you are. You would have to probably get, like, up around here.
Okay.
But if you get that close, I will not give them cover against your attack. It will be a fair and lenient game master.
I enjoyed your show.
Oh!
Now let me show you mine.
I don't like the sound of that.
And
Please don't.
I will cast ignition on the one I'm targeting.
Hey, whoa, that's not nice. Got that right now, please. That just barely hits.
Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Get burned.
5 fire damage.
Ah! Hey! These are new clothes. Why would you light these on fire? Not very nice. That brings us to this Jenkins' turn. And seeing you light them on fire, he's going to run like a coward. Let me check what the distance of the roof is to just get across entirely. It's about 40 feet across or so. So with his movement speed, he is going to run and fling himself off the edge. He is going to take damage landing prone. Which he takes 12, so he's down to 7 on the ground, and he's... I'm just going to put 20 on him. He's about 20 feet away, so actually, realistically, he's about 60 feet off of the edge of the map right now, going in that direction. Like, this way is the way he's going, about 60 feet that way, but on the ground. And he just used his last action to stand up as he took a heavy fall. The other Jenkins going to do the exact same thing.
That's comedy.
Actually, you know what? No, he's not going to do the exact same thing. He's going to throw a shingle at you first, Ko. He misses. Classic.
Now you're
Now he's going to
Run
run
away.
like an idiot. He will get about 60 feet as well, but he will be prone.
Don't
as
feel
he
bad.
lands.
The stage isn't for everyone.
Our performance was beautiful. You're just ungrateful. How
Get
could
out
you
of
light our
town.
clothes on fire?
That was offensive.
This Jenkins like, so, I mean, we can just, let... We don't have to do this, do we? Like, You could give feedback, critique us a bit. We could be friends. Right?
I'll fall for it. The ruse.
I don't know. You've murdered a lot of people.
I haven't. I've been trying to put on a show. Sure, people didn't really want to watch and they got punished for it, but it's not my fault. I wasn't the one doing the punishing.
I hold up my fingers as if to snap again.
Wait.
It's not my turn, but
Ko, can you actually just give me an intimidation check real quick?
yeah.
These guys are easy peasy weak sauce. We don't need to really be an initiative for this. But he is definitely terrified of you at the moment. How about this? I'll tell you where the punished people get taken, and you might be able to save them before they get punished. And you can let me go then, right?
Sure, that sounds amicable.
So are the other critics going to agree to that too?
Fine, but you get out of town after.
I'm going to run away instantly. Yeah. But
Right.
they're being taken to entertain Modokyu over at the tea house.
Oh,
What can you tell me about Moto Q?
He's terrifying in like a different way from you guys are. He's got a couple friends with him.
What is he?
I don't know. He's a guy. He's a little
Human?
long, but I don't know. He's got he has three friends with him. Warty, Stingy, and Fluffy Whiskers. That's their names.
Wait a second. I think we encountered those guys before.
You did not actually. You encountered
okay.
a different weasel.
I think
Oh.
those were the Abacus sisters.
That is correct.
These are a different troop, I think.
Yeah. Warty's pretty big, slimy. Ate a couple of us. Stingy likes to hide in the rafters. I know that much. He's scary too. Fluffy Whiskers, 100% enabler. Like just recommends doing whatever you want. And honestly, I think we'd all be better off without enablers like that in our life, right?
Oh, I take it you don't like them.
I mean, they scare me, so don't like, it's kind of subjective. I just want to live. Just want to put on a performance, make someone happy, even if that someone is me.
Do you know why they attacked this place? What prompted this?
Nope.
Anything about this mist?
Honestly, I don't actually know why that mist is here. It's kind of nice. It feels warm. It's like a blanket, you know? Like it feels a little warm when you're all snuggled up at night.
Where were you before all of this started?
In the woods. Where else would I live? I mean, where do you... I guess you live here.
Yeah,
I didn't destroy any of your homes, did I? No, I didn't destroy any homes.
I raised my hand.
It wasn't
house
me.
is-
Whichever house was yours, I promise. Someone else did it. Right? Am I free to go?
Yes.
We got more important things to deal with. Yeah, get out of here.
Thanks. Guys, are you still like shimmying your way up the pole while this is going on? You're muted.
Is everyone else standing down?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, I'll stand down.
I'll
Yeah.
slide on down, I guess.
You get your hands on the top of the roof and like pull your head up and over just as everyone is agreeing to let this guy go. And the little gremlin screams. Ah! When did you get here?
Boo!
Ah! Bye!
You're lucky.
I'm aware. Please don't come after me. And the three Jenkins will, as far as you can tell, run their little stupid asses out of town.
Good.
Good.
At least we got some more information.
He
Yes.
has probably animal allies or
Yeah.
Stingy's probably an insect of some kind.
Yeah, I think Morty's a slimy snake. I don't know. Fluffy whiskers sounds like a cat.
So true evil?
Well, he did say he's an enabler.
Right.
Right.
Y'all ready for this?
You guys are free
Far
to
as
head back
can be.
over and try and get into the guard office at this point if you would like. You open the door and take a look inside, and it's a lot like many of the other buildings. It looks like a hurricane has been through this place. The documents are strewn all about the room. Very few furnishings even remain. The few that do are heavily damaged.
Damn. I don't think my father's going to be here. Should we do a quick perception before we go through the next door?
Go for
Yeah.
it.
Search the room, yeah.
Shoo.
Nothing catches your attentions as being out of the ordinary in any meaningful way. There's documents strewn about, but it doesn't look like they've been gone through at all, more just like things have been thrown around by whatever was destroying the interior of this room. So nothing really catches your guys' attention. If anything, Ko and Kuromori, the two of you find yet another wanted poster, an old one for this Fan Hongui, the very similar to the poster you guys found over at the small tavern by Gaius's house.
Right.
They're not really taking these down. Thought she was dead.
You get the sense, looking at it, it looks to be like an old document that probably wasn't up at all, but was like kept as one of the documents here and just got thrown about with everything else. But it just strikes you as potentially a little odd, maybe, that you've seen this same poster for a criminal who supposedly died years ago at this point, who
Is what's
prophesied the downfall of Lunghwa.
Well, I guess they weren't wrong about that. All right, let's try this door.
It is unlocked.
Well,
It opens into the courtyard. You're well aware of this place, Kuromori. You spent a number of time relaxing here. It's a small, sunken courtyard. It's hidden from above. There's a canopy of wisteria that lies above. It's in full bloom right now. There's not really a practical use to this space, and you're probably one of the people among the guard who has complained about that this is kind of just a waste of space, realistically. There's no practical
Yeah.
use to this area, but it is nice when you need a little area to relax.
yeah, a little relaxed area. All right. Uh-oh.
Give me one moment. There's something I forgot. Yeah, about the next room. That should be set a bit differently, so give me one moment. Sorry.
He's got to make sure that the floor isn't, sprung, so that when we all step in, we call.
Shh! Don't call me out on my things.
He forgot to put the underworld dragon in there.
Hold up. I wouldn't throw one of those at you guys yet. Maybe
But
later.
Paizo would.
You know what? Fair. I am quite happy that they kept the Imperial Dragons in the Tianxia World Guide. I was a little on the fence if they were going to keep them or not with the changes to dragons in the remaster,
I think those are entirely theirs.
which is fair. All right,
Yeah.
now you guys are good.
Alright.
I like how you've done no
Great.
listening at any of these doors. You're just opening doors.
Yep.
No care for what could be on the other side. This is the prison. It is the prison. You are well aware of it. There's about 7-ish cells in total that have like brick walls, iron bars. And when you open the door and take a look inside, there are roughly 13 members of the town guard, heavily injured and trapped inside the cells. There are 2 people you immediately recognize, Kuromori. In the far southern cell is Zhang Peng, the head of the town guard. And while I don't have different artwork for him, your father.
Is, is that him?
Hi, father. I'm gonna go recklessly. Wait, father. What's this condition on him?
Enfeebled. 3, which is a
Okay.
penalty to strength. These
Right.
people have been heavily bruised and beaten. They are all unarmed, unarmored, barely clothed. They're all on 1 hit point with how heavily they've been injured and beaten. They're gaunt. They don't look like they've been fed in days. These are people that are effectively on the brink of death. They have been put here potentially on the first night of the invasion. Maybe creatures have returned to beat them every day. Other than that, they have been entirely abandoned here to their fate.
I was just gonna say the keys are probably by that desk.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
good.
going
I'm
over
gonna
to look at the desk.
search the
Yep.
room.
Yeah. Most of the guards, despite their injuries and condition, are conscious, it looks like.
Oh, they're
And
conscious.
they begin clamoring as soon as the door opens and you guys walk in. Your father, Kuromori, probably was the loudest. Son, is that you?
Yes, it is.
It's good to see you doing okay. What's going on outside? How is everyone? What's the situation?
It's a real mess out there. The governor's mansion is just gone.
What? What? Like destroyed?
No, it's just not there. I don't understand either.
Yeah, I don't understand that. How did you get here? All of you were participating on the night of the festival, weren't you? You were taken out into the woods.
Yes, we ended up in the wrong part of the woods. We were out to the east for some reason, and we've had to fight our way back.
That's not where you were supposed to be.
Cyan kind of briefly interrupts. Sorry to interrupt, sir, but do you know where the keys are to the cells?
Zhang Peng, the watch officer, will actually pipe up at that point. Over here, Captain of the Guard here, I might be able to answer your questions a bit better. You're looking for the keys, right?
Yeah, yes.
By the, southwest corner of the room, over in where all those boxes are, there's a loose brick in the outer wall. Should be a spare set of keys there.
I was about to look in the wrong corner.
Yeah, me too.
I know, right? I was about to ping the wrong corner.
I will go
I hate these
try to
maps.
find it.
Yeah. Who was the only one who got it?
Yeah. Ko just instantly remembering where south is. With it being pointed out to you, it's pretty easy to find. You actually found it as he's mentioning it. Like, as he's saying in the southwest corner, your hands are already pulling out that false brick in the wall. Because you were paying attention and looking around the room pretty well.
Okay.
But yeah, you find a key to the prison.
Alright. I will start opening doors.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys can pretty easily take a few minutes to open all the doors, get all the guards out. Wow.
Oh, wow, loud noises.
That is a weird door sound. I forgot that's what that sounded like. But they will all eventually make their way out over to the benches.
Yeah, I'll say, gather around. I'm going to recklessly use some of my limited resources here.
Pity we don't have
Yeah,
Buckthorn here to just spam berries.
I'm gonna move
mean,
out of
he
this
could.
so that.
Good.
How many people can you affect with heal?
Everyone in 30 feet.
I don't know if you want to drop a single heal on them for immediate wounds, but Buckthorn would then start providing
Should we
berries to everyone.
should we free the ones outside as well? Bring them here.
Yes. Will this key work outside?
Yes, before I do that, then yes, bring them
There's
in.
keys out. There's people outside.
There's some,
Yes.
There's some
children.
children in the outdoor cage.
Bring them. Yes, that key should work. It works on all the locks in this building.
All right.
Oh.
I'm
This
gonna.
may be a weird question, but they're really children, right?
I don't know. Your judgment's probably as good as mine in this case. You've been out there dealing with things.
All right.
No one thought to think of that earlier.
I thought you were asking. Are they actually children?
Just yeah. The cynic in me is like, this is a
You
trap.
can give a perception check if you want to check for any signs that they might be in disguise.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
As
This
you're
place has been
making your way
fucking
over
with
with the
Co's.
key.
Definitely been fucking with Ko's head in this place.
It does look like the child you spoke to briefly earlier has roused the others, and they're all fully awake and conscious at this point and looking at you expectantly. One of them even speaks up loudly as soon as you walk around the corner. Did you get it? Oh, sorry.
Yes, I have the key.
As far as you can tell, they all look perfectly normal. You might even recognize most of them, because Willowshore is a small town.
Yep. I will unlock the cage and...
All right.
Are they in manacles or just tied up?
They're just tied up.
Okay.
You can
Yeah,
either
let's
cut
start
them free or
untying them.
use
my
your initiative,
dagger
just
to
burn them
cut.
away.
Yep. I'll use my rapier to cut.
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Easy enough. And they will
And
teleport
we'll-
through the walls.
Yeah, I'll
You could
guide
use
them.
a silver.
They're not
dagger you
human!
have.
They're
all
not human!
ghosts. You fool.
Oh no.
Oh.
Would you like me to phase you through the wall as well, Cyan?
Yes, please.
Okay. Ta-da. Cyan's not human either anymore.
I have a new power.
Am I
He has a 10th
am I
rank
glowing now all of a sudden?
As Cyan immediately gains access to a 10th level ghost archetype feat, you do start glowing. As
Gather around, everyone.
4 children and Cyan just walk through the wall.
That's a little weird. Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Then you realize there's just a window he opened and crawled through it.
Yep.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that big.
Woo! Everyone gets to heal.
Not much. Actually, pretty good.
5 health to everyone's pretty good.
I'm attacking everyone.
Everyone takes 5 vitality damage.
Oh, I guess it's time to reveal that I'm undead.
Oh no!
Give me a fortitude save.
This is Keymaker over again. Guess I killed the NPC. Oh look, oops.
I'll leave it to you guys if you want to fully describe your situation, but both Zhangpeng and your father, Kuramori, will ask for like a full report on what's been going on and what you guys have dealt with up to this point.
I think all of the others explained to Zhangpeng that, but I will talk to father, saying that how mother and Rena are safe at Granny Who's.
He gets visibly relieved at that. That's good. I think I'd love to go and join them, but I don't think any of us are in a solid position to move out anyway. We're probably going to have to rest here and probably re-equip ourselves to get out there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, where are your armor and your weapons? Are they still here?
Everything's in the armory. And
Okay.
I don't know if you hand the key to him or keep it for yourself, but you will unlock the door effectively to the armory.
You guys rest. I'll bring you your stuff.
Take whatever you all need first. You all seem to have a good head on your shoulders for navigating what's out there, so if there's anything that will benefit you more than us in taking down this Modo Q and Gurgle Gut, then by all means you should take it.
+3 greater striking. What? No.
There are a couple interesting things in here, and you don't need to make checks because they will describe everything. They've got some basic sets of scale mail and studded leather armor, if anyone needs armor. There's crossbows, daggers, clubs, bunch of bolts as needed. There are a few specific things. There is a silver short sword. There is a cold iron dagger. There's a cold iron buckler. And there is a spear with a +1 rune engraved on it, as well as 4 lesser frost vials, in case you need some bombs.
Toss the spear to Kuramori.
Oh,
yeah.
Upgrade.
Yes, it's what aid me greatly.
I'll go ahead and hand you that spear, Kuramori.
I'm grabbing arrows for my.
There are bolts here. They do not have regular bows. They only have crossbows.
Oh, all right.
Unfortunately, the guards aren't really trained to... They don't take the time here to train them fully with bows. Crossbows are much easier to learn and use.
That's
so
fair.
Since most of their time is spent training with melee weapons, they only give the minor emphasis on ranged capacity, and that's why they use crossbows.
Guys might want to take a crossbow.
You want to take a crossbow?
No, I was thinking guys might want to take one.
I am bad with ranged weaponry.
No dex bonus. Oof.
True, but might be better than trying to climb a post.
Yeah.
I'll take it, I guess.
Okay. We'll take a crossbow and some bolts.
Yeah.
Just in
Take
case.
the cold iron dagger
Okay.
to complement my silver dagger.
I'll just give you 20 bucks for now, guys.
Is
There's
it in the
100 total.
stash?
Awesome. What do I need to do to repair my
I was just looking
lock
at that.
locking?
It'll be a
lockpick?
10-minute crafting check.
Do you need a repair kit or no?
You guys do
I
need a repair kit, but you
do.
guys have one.
Yes.
Oh, we do,
I'm gonna
we do.
spend the 10 minutes.
Sure. Yeah,
While
the repair
he's
toolkit's in
doing
the party
that-
stash.
While he's doing that,
okay.
I'm going to move my.
So it's 100 in
blaze and-
total.
I gave you 20 bolts. There's 100 here in total, but I don't know if you want to leave some for the rest of the guards.
Oh, yeah.
There were a total of 10 crossbows and 100 bolts. So, I gave you 1 crossbow and 20 of the bolts. I don't know if you want that many.
I'll just take 20.
Okay. Was someone else saying something that they were doing?
Kuramori is just moving his emblazoned armament to the +1
Yeah, go for it.
spear. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I'm imagining you guys take some time here to make sure all the guards are doing well. They get equipped.
Yeah, I'll
They're
refocus
healing
and
up. Yeah.
help Buckthorn with the healing process.
Make sure everyone
I can-
is truly up to snuff. maybe take a break and eat
Yeah.
here for your lunch.
I can heal 6 people at a time with my, because it's a 15-foot cone.
It's not like they're
It's like this
They-
won't hurt.
they all heal to full health pretty quickly. The enfeebled is going to take a while to be overcome, though. As well as like feeding them berries is well and good for 10 minutes of satiety at a time, but I don't know if you want to share them actual food, like your rations or not.
How long do you think you have before they come to check on you again?
Mostly been checking twice a day, which one of the kids kind of like nods. That's when they've been taking us too. So we've probably got 5-6 hours till they return again. We'll make sure we clear out by then.
How many come usually?
Not many. Not since the first day. They were led by this... looked like a man. Bald head, sharp teeth. He was wearing a hooded cloak, though. But didn't get much of it.
I believe they call him Moto Q.
I think I heard that name too, yes. Kurmor, your dad will speak up. I did catch one thing. Not sure how much it helps, but he seemed... I only saw it once, but his head rotated far more than it should have been capable of. Almost fully to look at his back.
Huh.
It was him and probably 36 or so Jenkins caught us when we were mostly taking off our equipment for the night after the festivities. None of us were prepared for it.
It's a lot of Jenkins.
It's a lot. I don't know where they went after that.
The way toward Granny Hughes should be relatively safe at this point.
Right.
Be careful
Yeah.
about the bridge, though. There's something like
You can
hands
stop.
there.
You can stop by Dr. Donnie's as well.
Right.
They're safe there.
We'll take the long
might
way
be able
around
to-
then. We'll go up by
Yeah.
Mercantile Street and go around the river.
It might be best.
Check the houses
I
on
wish-
that way and see if we can find anyone else as well.
I wish we had done that.
I'll live and learn.
But yeah, you can check on my uncle. There are a few others there.
Thank you. We'll check on them, make sure everything's all right, see if we can't find anyone else, and we'll probably leave. Well, we'll figure it out when we're there, but we'll probably leave a number of us at the good doctor's place, and the rest will head over to the exchange and see what other help we can render. Thank you for getting us out of here.
Of course.
All right. As you guys finish up making sure they're all equipped, good to begin making the journey with a few kids in tow, and plan out where you want to go next, that's where we're going to end the session for tonight.
All right.
Thank you guys so much for playing. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next week. Have a good
Yeah.
one.
Thank you. Yeah, good
Sounds
session.
good.